So it's time to go check out the Skyline for the first time in a year. There it lives. Yeah. Arch is perfect, so that's kind of the points that they go. I'm gonna get the keys tomorrow and still here. Yeah. It's alive! Yeah. NCT, which for anyone who's not from Ireland, that's kind of like the TUV, which they have in Germany, not as strict, but or the MOT in England. It's just basically a test that's checking all the kind of emissions and the suspension and all that stuff. So that's been expired about a year after I left, so it's expired well over a year now. So I would have had to done that, and then I would have had to pay the road tax, which would have been about €365, and then 50 for the test, provided nothing else was needed, so that was 400. And then I remember last year I spent about €700 on fuel, just doing, I don't know if 700, but I remember spending about £1,000 in total without, yeah, on tax, and that's not including insurance, just fuel and like a battery and things like that. The batteries that I bought last year is still good this year, because that one is 3 years old. But yeah, the car is really holding up well. The interior needs a wipe down. I'm pretty sure last year after using it I didn't like clean the interior plastics, and there's just a little bit of mold starting in here, so just going to wipe that down and give that a really good clean this time around. But everything underneath the car, it all looks really good. I'm going to film that, but I really want to take it out the road because I mean it is insured, all the other kind of stuff. Tax, you could get the car taken off you, like for not having tax, so that's also a reason not to drive it. I would, especially something like this, the cops kind of look at these sort of cars in Ireland. There's not very much high performance stuff day to day, especially these days. So yeah, I'm not going to take it out. The roads are wet and mucky, and I'll have to spend a full day like cleaning the car underneath again. So I have it pretty well done as is. So I'm just going to get something to kneel on. So yeah, this is where it's been. A tent under it, kind of keeping the moisture out. Yeah, it's a pretty dry, clean shed for Ireland. You know, it's a super damp country, but this is a really like dry shed. So everything's, yeah, I'm really happy with how it's held up. Had a cover on it. It's on the S15. Had this cover on it. I have two in rotation, so one's been in the washing machine last year, and then I put that one on when I put it back into storage. But anyways, what was I doing? I was looking for a bag. So yeah, I'm a country boy. Lots of tractors. new dent. It wasn't on that one last year. But yeah, lots of tractors. I'm looking for a plastic bag or something, just like to kneel on. But I'll look underneath the car. I've got a piece of cardboard. But yeah, I was planning all year to like drive the car. I was really looking forward to it, but yeah, through the cost and other things I'll get into, it just didn't make sense this year. Yeah, it is pretty clean underneath, very clean underneath. You can see there's little specks going through, but that's just, I like just, so what I did with the car before I left for Canada, so almost 2 years ago now, so what I did was, and I didn't want to like undersea, like go crazy, I did do the rear arches just because I know they're like a weak point, so they were like properly sanded back and undersealed, and then the rest of the car, because I didn't want to drop the diffs, and I want to do it properly when I do it. I don't want to like go over anything, so I just got like kind of polycarbonate, like heavy paint, sanded everything down like ish, did some cool rust on it, you have like the surface rust, you know, it's like a rust converter, painted over that like just where it needed it, because there's a lot of parts people know who have Skylines or have seen Skylines. Nissan didn't like underseal a lot of, or even like, it's just like primer, I guess, I don't know, like they're really bad underneath in terms of how they protected them. This one luckily was in a good location. So yeah, and then I got a, what was it, forget the brand, but I got this like cavity wax, like clear cavity wax, that it was like a roll-on, spray-on. Put that on everything 2 years ago, and then when I came back and drove it at the Christmas time, I always hot washed the car as well. It's really good to be able to like jack up the car, take the wheels off, like really clean it underneath. Yeah, so did all that then, and I topped up with a little wax last year, and it's really good. It's like a, so it's kind of like a wax, and it doesn't cover anything up, and you can take it off. It's completely clear, so you can see, but like it really protects, I think, quite well. And then you can steam clean it off if you want to. Plans for the car. Original plan during the year was to come home, use it for the, like 12 days that I was here, spend all that money. Then I was also thinking about going to Gatineau with it. Spending the same again, would have had to tax it because it would have been different. So another €360, $500 or whatever. So I was talking to people here, and they're like, yeah, like the weather's shitty. You can see right now the weather's just rain, and like, yeah, anyone who's in Ireland knows what the roads are like during the winter, and if it gets frosty then there's going to be salt on the roads. That didn't happen. But then yeah, I was just like looked at a rental, found one super cheap, it was like €300 for 12 days. So I was like, okay, that makes complete sense. Not only is that really just convenient, it saves me. I remember last year I spent like a full day at the end cleaning the car, polishing it, and you know, time with family is limited, very limited, you know, one time a year, and you just hate kind of spending all that time on the car. Like, I'm going to spend a few hours today, but there's nothing really to do, right? Sure, because I'm literally just topping up clean and just kind of checking, you know, if the engine's running good, running oil through the engine, running fuel to the system, whatever. So yeah, I'm just like, kind of like, there's a lot of reasons why I was like, you know, it was a lot of fun last year. I'm glad I did it last year. But this year I was just like, you know what, I can live with it. It's always trade-offs. You're like, oh, I should just use it. But the biggest kind of thing for me was, look, I've been saying this for a while. I was like, okay, once I'm in Canada and I've gotten my PR, get a new place, all those things we've done, that I would probably at least look into. I've been looking into bringing this car over, like cost-wise, since I moved to Canada, Vancouver. So I'm like really looking into it now. So I'm looking to do it. this kind of preparation is hopefully to bring it over this year. Yeah, I'm aiming for this year or the next year, depending on what I do, but this could be the last time I have it in Ireland, so I'm flying home in a couple of days, so this could be the last time I have it here. Still love listening to it. So yeah, plan is bring it over, hopefully. I even bought like Nismo floor mats and stuff when I was in Nismo factory this year. There's no point bringing them over because I'm just going to be like tracking in and out of the car in like terrible weather. So I left them in Canada. Yeah, it's cool to be back in the car. I'd love to take it for a drive, but I won't. I'm just going to take it down the driveway instead. But I don't want to get it all mucky. So, but yeah, it's weird how it just all comes back to the clutch engagement. GTSD, and I used to just do this with it, drive it up and down the same driveway.